shrimp up the grits and apologize to your mother, because today we're talking about gay stuff and not buying it. Seems like all you guys want to talk about is that, but hey, we aim to please. But don't be weird about it. Plus, I give tips for hosting the perfect party. Just kidding, having friends is for nerds. All that and more when the show starts, right
on the dime.
Hello and welcome to the Von Jono Predicament. This is the only place on the internet to get the real news, the straight dope even, from an actual moderate centrist milquetoast fence sitter. And today's top story, do we really got to do another Pride Month video? We got like 3 more weeks of this. I think we're going to burn ourselves out. Like, I get it. Bud Light personally hired Dylan Mulvaney to show up at your kid's school and teach them how to butt chug. And then Target, I think, started selling a DVD recording of that, which I didn't even know was legal. I get it, but let's just chill out. To be fair, the feeling of extreme anger you have is totally valid, much like every other feeling or thought you've ever had. You are the main character of this world. And the fact that the world you inhabit and is designed entirely for you is changing from when everything was perfect, which was, I don't know, about 1956 to around a couple weeks before the towers fell, is a totally valid, understandable reason to get a gun and fire it wildly into the sky. Only into the sky. Be sure to drive far away from civilization and look out for any birds. If you kill one, you gotta eat it. I strongly disavow all political violence. Also, pretty much all non-political violence. Listen, I know that 4-year-old next door is super annoying, just strutting around like he owns the place. I'm better than you because I got into preschool. Bam, bam, bam. But you can't just go punch him in the face without explicit permission from your town's mayor. We don't need violence because we will beat the woke moralists at the ballot box and at the cash register. And we will beat them at a number of sports as long as they're cold. Okay, basketball, who needs it? Curling, that's what America's in love with now. And we better all hope that blacks don't discover figure skating, because I think they'd be really good at it and they would love it. Point is, don't do any mass shootings. Don't get the AR-15 you can legally get and quite frankly are morally obligated to have with you at all times. Don't take one of those and go shoot up a target. Don't do that. Well, you can shoot up an actual target, like at a firing range, but don't go into a Target store and start shooting people, even if their red shirts would cover up the bloodstains perfectly. But listen, if you absolutely have to do a mass shooting, which again, you shouldn't do, I strongly disavow, do not do it. But if you're going to do it anyway, maybe get a shirt made with all my social media links, you know? Here, I'll flash them on screen, but I'll also include some really calming music to make sure nobody shoots anyone.
Bang, bang. He shot me down, bang, bang, I hit the ground, bang, bang, that awful sound, bang, bang, my baby shot me down.
You put the right song in, right? Okay, I'm trusting you. Things are falling apart in the hellscape wasteland of America, which is easily the greatest country on earth. We have a massive wave of immigration coming over the southern border, and science refuses to confirm or deny that Mexicans eat babies. Plus, thanks to Bidenflation, a gallon of milk now costs $50 and a carton of eggs doesn't exist. And worst of all, your child has to present their virginal butthole to somebody, probably a drag queen, every time they enter a Target or a screening of the new Spider-Man movie.
I'm presuming it's gay in some fashion.
Pretty soon, diesel gas will be so expensive that farmers won't be able to grow food. Then, your only chance for survival will be to go to your local gas station and fist fight your own father, maybe even mother, just for a bag of corn nuts and a Gatorade Zero. In this age of rampant cultural strife, on the very brink of a civil war, a recession, and then another civil war in that order. With all of your children going off to college, aka woke leftist indoctrination camps, only to come back and disagree with you over Thanksgiving, even though you paid for the dinner. Where can you turn to remind yourself that maybe the world you grew up in is not withering and dying on the vine in front of you? That's right. Today's sponsor, Patriot Gum. swear to you, this gum is the least gay fucking shit on the market. Every single person involved in the production and distribution of this gum has had heterosexual intercourse at least once in the past 24 hours. The factory has a special dick inspection team that monitors the penis of every single employee for what is scientifically called a pussy residue. And if none is found, they are sent in the break room to have sex, preferably unprotected, with an Estonian prostitute. My ex-wife works there. It's how I got the sponsorship deal. But she won't return my text. You don't know my life. Patriot Gum has no pride flags, no pandering to woke agendas, and almost no glass shards. That's right. Patriot Gum has it all. And by all, I mean none of that stupid, gross crap that makes you angry. All it does have is some good old-fashioned American gum. And again, a few glass shards. You can't get rid of all of them, okay? We're only human around here. Also, Patriot Gum is the only recreational chewables company to exclusively employ veterans. That's right, Civil War veterans. Well, Civil War reenactment veterans, but given the high likelihood of cancellation, they're actually braver than any other troop. To be honest, it has been making the whole heterosexual sex thing a little bit harder. The thing is, these guys like to be realistic, and during the actual Civil War, there a lot of guys alone, trapped in a tent. They were, ended up doing a little frontier medicine, if you catch my drift. Anyway, head on over to stevevongino.com/patriotgum/heterosex rules and use code What Happened at Gettysburg Stays at Gettysburg to save up to 10%. I said up to 10%. We're going to give you 3% off, and you're going to like it. Patriot Gum is bravely fighting the culture war. And make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, probably mostly gentlemen, hopefully a few ladies in there in good shape. We are in the middle of a culture war. The radical left will not stop. And what won't they stop? First off, transing your children through Bud Light, their favorite beer, or Target, one of their favorite stores. But also, they won't stop turning all the companies woke through DEI and ESG scores. DEI, of course, stands for diversity, equity, inclusion. And ESG stands for extremely sexy gum job. It's when you go to an old folks home and you get a 90-year-old woman to suck your dick, and afterwards she's like, I haven't polished a knob like that since my night with the Negro Leagues. And it's not racist for her to say it, is what they're actually called. And they, wait, what? Oh, it's not? Oh, well, whoops. Okay, ESG actually stands for Environmental Social Governance, which is way less fun. And maybe we should call someone and tell them to consider using my definition. It tells investors which companies are most enthusiastically adopting woke ideologies, like apocalyptic climate change fever dreams, or race-based reparation payment programs, or letting them watch all the gay shit in Disney movies. They can't keep getting away with it. Listen, we can do definitions all day if that's really our bag, man. But for me, dictionaries are kind of gay. So all these terms, DEI, ESG, let's call them what they really are, which is, of course, social credit scores. Have you heard that term before? Oh, yeah, maybe you have. In a little country called Communist China.
The woke left is trying to turn America into China, but with worse soups and less disciplined gymnasts.
What's happening is that all these companies want higher social credit scores, mostly because they keep getting these letters, usually electronic, from crazy woke leftists telling them to adopt a radical agenda. But also because if you have a low ESG score, you do not get invited to the cool parties, okay? You want a reservation at Spago, you better put more interracial couples in the commercial for the company you run, which makes drones and also, watches. But what's wild is most normal people don't know about this stuff. Especially the boomers, they're not online. And you might be confused because you see all those racist minion memes, but those are being posted by like 4 people. Weirdly, all of them in Omaha. I don't know what's in the water over there. I tell you, the other day I was at the racetrack here in Columbuston, Ohio, and I saw something really, really interesting. Now, our racetrack used to race greyhounds. And before that, they used to race, horses, right? But we ate all of both of those groups couple years ago, when the last time they did Pride, and we just started boycotting things, and it kind of got out of control. And eventually we couldn't eat anything that you could buy at a store. So we just needed some raw, free range meat. So now we race kindergartners. We take the bottom half of the most recently graduated kindergarten class, We put them on the track. We put a Blippy doll in front of them and we just have them chase it and we take bets and at least they're not being groomed. Anyway, I was there betting on the baby with the largest skull shape diameter-wise, winning strategy, and I saw an old woman order a Bud Light. That's right, a Bud Light. And listen, I'm polite. I'm not going to be like, what the fuck are you doing, you dumb old bitch? How dumb are you? How old are you? Do you want to give me a gum job? Okay, no? Then go to hell, you stupid bitch. Why are you ordering a Bud Light? That thing is like 70% water and 30% Dylan Mulvaney's cum. It sucks. Even aside from the gay shit, it just sucks. It's a dog shit beer. At least buy a Coors Light and taste the fucking Rockies, you dumb, old, stupid bitch. I didn't say any of that. But I did think to myself, I bet this old lady is so disconnected from the political sphere that she doesn't know she's purchasing something that was just roundly defeated in the culture war. And I bet she also doesn't know that she's not talking to a bartender. That's a taxidermied bear. Wait, that bear is not taxidermied. Oh my God. It just killed her. Oh my God, it's killing more people. I hope it doesn't get to the field. I hope it doesn't start chasing after the babies. If it does start chasing after the babies, I hope we can bet on which baby survives. That's more what I was thinking, not the Bud Light stuff. Point is, young people are going to be voting for Republicans in droves, I promise you. And as a moderate centrist, I do not have an opinion on that. I think potentially it could save the entire world from plunging into chaos and degeneracy, but I'm not like for it. Because young people who are voting now, they came of age in the Gamergate culture wars of the 2010s. And they saw how the winning side was definitely the insurgency, which in this case was anyone who just posted gay under the Girl Ghostbusters trailer. It was kind of like the Vietnam War, but instead of tiny rice farmers digging tunnels, it was a bunch of young white men posting fire memes instead of going to college. And sure, you may have seen a number of like graphs and charts, pie and otherwise, that says young people are going right wing less and less and less than ever before. But a couple things. First off, I'm not sure we should trust science at all, like conceptually. Secondly, this information makes you feel bad, so you owe it to yourself to forget it. And third, how is the woke mainstream media even defining right wing? Because they don't understand the future of political divisions will be defined exactly by people like me. Young, hip, cool dudes, moderate centrists who would never call themselves Republican, especially not on dating apps. Dude, don't mention that at all. You just got to post BLM and say, I still cry every day that Ruth Bader Ginsburg dies and I do push-ups to honor her memory. It's the only way you can get pussy. Like me, plenty of young people agree with left-wing financial policies, okay? Things like universal health care, the Green New Deal, or, raising the minimum wage. I think those are great things, and I'm super bummed out that they're all anarchically tyrannical and are going to end up with, white people being enslaved and just forced to relive Spartacus over and over again. Man, we have to stop that at any means necessary, so we absolutely cannot support these things. That being said, I support them, but the Democratic Party has gone insane. They support abortion up to the 3rd grade. And they support sterilizing your children. And not in the normal way, a circumcision gone too far. So I think we can all agree that in terms of what really matters, namely the culture war being waged out on these streets, and by streets, I mean Facebook and occasionally Instagram comment section. By that stuff, young people are going right wing. Thank God I'm a moderate centrist. And again, anyone claiming to have data suggesting otherwise is lying to you and is probably gay. Which is fine for the next 3 weeks. But after that, you go back to being ashamed of your penis. Like the rest of us. All right, guys, thanks for watching. You like this? I'm reclined. Ooh, I'm chilling. I'm comfortable. I'm doing great, y'all. Like and subscribe. This is Pride Month, guys. We need to get together. We need to come together. We need guys, we need to join up and support each other. Support a man's strength. We need to intake each other's strength. All right? I need to organize a series of meetups at cool places where guys hang out, like, truck stop bathrooms. And we just get together and I go, I'm here to receive your strength. And the man says, I am here to deliver your strength. Follow me on TikTok, Twitter. I'm back on there. I've got all the social medias down there. I have a Patreon. For $5 a month. For $5, that's nothing. You get an extra weekly bonus episode. And more importantly, you get an executive producer credit. You get to take credit for this. The whole world looks at it and goes, this person was involved in the production of this. Think of how proud everyone you know will be. Your ancestors will shine down on you from heaven and or Jewish heaven and go, kisses, boobala, kisses. All right, guys, we're having fun. I don't think I'm going to do a live stream this weekend. I got shit to do. So, sorry, you won't see me. You'll have to be in your own stupid fucking lives. I don't know. I don't give a shit. But I'll be back soon with something. I love you. And until next time.
All right, what are we going to boycott next? The Target thing is kind of running its course.
Shut up and sit down.